guys, so Cheyenne here, your friendly neighborhood hot mess of a mom, uh, but sorry this video didn't really get an intro. Didn't really feel like doing it, thought it was kind of pointless, really, but I have a special guest with me right now. Figured I would show you guys. I've been wanting to introduce you guys for a while. This is Malachi. As many of you remember, last time you saw me, I was pregnant with him. In my last video, I wasn't, but yeah, this is Malachi. Say hi. He was born July 5th, 2021. He was 6 pounds, 15 and a half ounces, 19 and a half inches long. You got a little slobber there. Went into labor with him at about 4 in the morning. I started having contractions and they were like gradually getting stronger, as always. So we went to the hospital around 5-ish, 5:30, 6 o'clock. We got there and my parents lived 2 hours away, and I not only, of course, I wanted, my boyfriend in there with me, but I also wanted my dad in there with me because my mom was with me when my oldest son, Leon, was born. So I wanted my dad with me when this one was born. So they did the flight of a bumblebee to get out here. They turned a 2.5-hour drive to an hour. I remember the lady came in to check my cervix to see how dilated I was, and not even 30 minutes beforehand, we told her that my parents were on the way because my mom was going to take Leon back to the house because Leon couldn't be there while all this was going on. So we're like, my parents are on the way. They're going to be here. She comes in about 30 minutes to an hour later, and I told my boyfriend, well, my fiance, that they are 19 miles out. And she's like, wait, what? And I was like, my dad's driving. He's gonna be here. So they got there around, I want to say 8:30, 9 o'clock. Maybe before that. I don't remember. But they got there pretty early. They came in to get Leon. My boyfriend took my mom out to the truck to get Leon's car seat out of his truck so that she could put it in her car. And he was born at 11:53. He was born at 11:53 in the morning. I remember when we got there, the nurses told us, if you don't show any progress in 2 hours, we're sending you home. I flat out told them, I flat out told them, no the hell you're not, because I'm not going to go home just to have to turn right back around. You're not sending me home. So yeah, I remember, the contractions were freaking terrible. I opted for the epidural again, and I remember the whole time my boyfriend's sitting there talking about food and like alcoholic drinks, because the joke was, as soon as I pop out Malachi, I'm going to down like a bottle of wine. It was a joke. And he just kept talking about food and drinks to the point where I was starting to like feel ill. And I told him, I was like, babe, I love you, but stop fucking talking about food. The nurses start laughing. And she's like, whatever she says, she doesn't mean. She's just in pain. He's like, I know, I understand. And, you think so? And then little man made his appearance. And, like, he's shot out, too. So, they make you push I think in between contractions. I don't know. Either in between or like as you're having a contraction. And we were waiting for the next contraction. And as soon as it hit, all I did was, and he just, poof, like, shot out. Eyes wide open and everything. And, you know, boyfriend cut the umbilical cord. You know, we all got pictures. They got his weight. They got his vitals. And stuff like that. And, so we came home. We were in the hospital for a day. We got discharged really late on the 6th because there was another family there that was giving birth to a baby, but the baby was having issues. We don't know if the baby was dying or what, but you know, when the nurse told us that, we were like, you know, take your time, no rush. We just didn't know if like we forgot about or something, because I'm sure that happens. So Mr. Malachi, boy, did we have a journey with this one. And he's only 4 months old. About a week to 2 weeks after he was born, he wasn't gaining weight. He wasn't gaining weight. Anytime we fed him a bottle, he would throw it up. Yeah, he would. He would throw it up. His underneath his eyes was so swollen and swollen and puffy. And like when I look back at pictures from when he was born, you could tell he looked so sick. I can try and insert a picture here somewhere of when he was born, like a couple weeks after when we found out he had RSV. But we knew something was wrong. And we kept telling the doctors, you know, something's wrong. He's breathing real hard, like harder than normal. He's congested. He can't sleep at night because he's so congested. And, you know, he's not drinking. Well, he's drinking his bottles, but he's throwing them up. And doctors were like, oh, his lungs are clear. He's fine. He's fine. He's fine. Well, a couple weeks later, he goes to a doctor's appointment. It was a weight check. And the doctor said that he heard crackling in Malachi's lungs. Now, that can either be pneumonia, could be bronchitis, could be RSV, it could be a heart murmur. So he ended up being hospitalized. And, of course, I had to go with him. And luckily, why are you chewing on your hands? You want your binky? Luckily, my boyfriend was still on leave, so he was able to stay home with Leon because Leon couldn't be at the hospital because the whole the whole pediatric floor was RSV, like kids with RSV. So we were there for 3 days. He finally gained enough weight to go home. He was on an oxygen. He had oxygen in his nose. We started feeding him every 2 hours, and we increased his calories. So he gained enough weight to go home, and then he was doing good for a while, and then he started daycare. And the daycare that I was working at was also the daycare that the boys went to. And they put me in the room that he was in, even though they weren't supposed to. So Malachi has been around me every single day since he's been born. The room that we were in was growing black mold in the vents. So he was constantly getting sick, and I can guarantee you it was in the other rooms too, because if it's in the vents, it's in the entire facility. So Leon was constantly getting sick. I was getting sick. I think I had bronchitis twice within working there. And that was in August, like July, August time frame. No, You were born in July. So it's August. I don't fucking remember. So yeah. He had gotten viral bronchitis. Wasn't gaining weight again. And then, as you remember from my previous video, I had issues with that daycare and ended up leaving and taking the boys out. Since then, neither of the boys had been sick, and he started gaining weight. I actually just weighed him 10 minutes ago. He's 13 pounds. About 13 and some change. So, you want to stand up? You want to show them how you stand up? Say hi. Say hi. For the most part, he's a happy baby. He's only fussy when, he's hungry or when he needs diaper change, which is normal. Or when he's teething, which now. He is currently 4 months old. My little goober. And yes, he was born with this hair. All this hair, he was born with it. Heartburn was bad. I'm just glad that he's finally gaining weight and he's finally doing better. I got him one of those jumper things to sit in. And at first he didn't care for it, but I kept putting him in it and leaving him in there just a little longer than he was the time before. So each time he's in it for just like a little bit longer, just so that he can get used to it. And so far he's been liking it. Yesterday he sat in it for almost an hour and was playing with his toys and was making noises and was talking. That's my hand. He has been teething, which is why he's chewing on his hands. He did have thrush, but that's gone. The doctor gave us medicine for it. Yeah, this is my Mr. Malachi, and that was my experience. The staff I had, they were phenomenal. They were so sweet, and the nurses that told me that if I didn't progress, they were going to send me home. They ended up going home from like a shift change, and I told the new nurses that I had what they said, and they were like, "Oh, we're not sending you home." She was like, "Even if you don't show any progress, we won't send you home." She was like, "You'll have to not show progress for like 6 hours before we decide to send you home." I was like, "Okay, good, because I'm not going anywhere." Yeah, there's my Mr. Mans. We call him Mr. Man or Little Man. Whoops. He is a good sleeper. He wasn't at first, but that was because of RSV. I think we established a sleeping schedule when he turned 3 months. I took his crib out of our room. It was in our closet back here. And there's like a dining area that we don't use. We actually took the kitchen table down and we actually disassembled it and it's in our basement. But we put his pack and play right there, which is literally like, this is the closet. Okay. This is our room. This is the dining room. There's a wall like right there. Like you literally just go out our door and around the corner and his bed's right there. So, and I also have a baby monitor. Sorry, my boob itched. I have a baby monitor on, like, down by his feet. And I had the speaker for it in our bedroom so that when he starts, because I sleep by the wall in our room. So that way when he does wake up, I can still hear him. I can go out there, give him his binky, turn his sound machine on, and he goes right back to sleep. Yeah. He only wakes up about, that I have noticed, his father will say different, but that I have noticed, he only wakes up like 2 or 3 times at night. And for the most part, he's a good sleeper. He doesn't really like to nap unless I'm rocking him, but that's okay. We established a nighttime routine every night. Yeah. Every night around 7:30, you know, we go take a shower, I wash him off, then we get out, and then I put lotion on him. I got the nighttime lavender lotion for babies. I got that. I put that on him. I put his diaper on him, put on his PJs, and I put him in his zip-up swaddle. And then I lift him up and I go, "You're a sack of potatoes. You're a sack of potatoes." And that's just part of our routine. And he giggles, and then we sit in the rocking chair, and then I rock him until him goes to sleep, and then I take him and I lay him in his bed, and then he just goes night night. Yeah. You are covering me in drool. But yeah, that's my experience, I guess you could say. So, hope you guys enjoyed this quick little 15-minute video, 16-minute video. I don't know. Say bye, Mr. Mans. Say bye. Say bye-byes. Say bye-byes. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.